This is a quick video on covalent bonding. Covalent bonds are formed by sharing of electrons. So here you can see these are the examples. So covalent bonds, I'm going to be showing examples on single, double, and triple covalent bonding. Covalent bonds are formed by sharing of electrons. So let's take a couple of examples. And first of all, I'm going to be showing single covalent bond. So bonds formed by sharing of one pair of electrons, that's known as single covalent bonding, that exists in hydrogen molecule like HH, and how that's formed, we're going to discuss that in the next slide. Double covalent bond. Here, oxygen is a good example of double covalent bonding. And triple covalent bond. And a double means two pair of electrons being shared. And how that sharing of electrons takes place, we'll be looking at that shortly. So triple covalent bonding exists in nitrogen molecule. N2, nitrogen is diatomic molecule. And here exists the triple bond. It means three pair of electrons is being shared between two nitrogen atoms. We'll be looking at, first of all, we'll take an example of hydrogen molecule. Hydrogen, the moment it's single, it wants to combine with another hydrogen and form a diatomic molecule. So here, it's important that we look into the periodic table to find the atomic numbers. If you don't memorize all of them, you can refer to the periodic table. Hydrogen has atomic number 1. It's important to identify how many valence electron hydrogen has, because valence electrons are the ones that participate in the formation of bond or formation of ions. So for here, we have one valence electron. It exists in first A group of the periodic table, so its valence electron is 1. Since we have two hydrogen atoms, this is a separate video on how to identify valence electrons and how to draw electron dot diagrams. I have explained that in a separate video, but for now, here, the two hydrogen atoms, so one pair of electron will be shared. So both hydrogen have one valence electron, so one here and one from this hydrogen. This pair will be shared between both the hydrogen. Now, the reason of being sharing of electron is like all the atoms want to become stable like us. So they could become stable by sharing electrons, by transferring electrons, by losing electrons, gaining electrons, forming ions. But in this case here, these atoms will become stable by sharing one pair of electron between them. And this, since one pair of electron is being shared, that is going to be replaced by a single dash line. Hydrogen becomes stable by having two electrons because its atomic number is 1. So there are exceptions. Hydrogen and helium become stable at 2, but helium is already a noble gas, so it doesn't require any bonding. Now, next is oxygen. Oxygen molecule. We have to find out the atomic number for oxygen is 8. What's the valence electron? 2. In the first shell, 6 is the valence electron, since it belongs to 6A group of the periodic table. There are two oxygen atoms. They're going to become stable if both the oxygen atoms acquire 8 electrons. So we're going to draw both oxygen atoms, and then we are going to distribute these 6 valence electrons around oxygen atoms and draw their electron dot diagram. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And for this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we can very well see that two pair of electrons is being shared between both the oxygen atoms. So as they share their electrons, this is how they both get 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this oxygen gets 8 electrons and becomes stable, and so is this oxygen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Both the oxygen becomes stable. Now this one pair, and this is the second pair, 2 pair of electrons will be replaced by 2 dash here, representing a double bond. And the rest of the electrons which are not participating in the formation of the bond can stay as is around oxygen. And that's oxygen molecule, representing double covalent bonding. Moving on to the next one. So here is an example of a triple bond exists between a nitrogen molecule. Nitrogen has atomic number 7. Now there are 2 nitrogen atoms. It's a diatomic molecule. So the electron configuration is, since it belongs to a 5th A group of the periodic table, it has 5 valence electrons. Now let's draw electron dot diagram. So 5 valence electron only will participate in the formation of bonds. So this electron, and both of these nitrogen atoms want to become stable by achieving 8 electrons. And how they're going to do it? By sharing 3 pair of electrons between them. So it's going to be 1, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This would be in the center because they're going to share with each other. So is with this electron, this nitrogen. Now we can see that how they're going to do sharing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This nitrogen have become stable, and so is this one, by sharing these 3 pair of electrons with each other. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So both these nitrogen atoms get 8 electrons, and this, since 3 pair of electron is being shared, that will be replaced by single 3 dash lines, and this is known as triple bond. And rest of the electrons will remain as it is. They're not participating in the formation of the bond. So this is about single, double, and triple covalent bonding. We'll talk about polar and non-polar covalent bonds in a separate video. I hope this helps.